Hello and welcome back to Blind Love. So, picking up right where we left off. The pleasure my dinner gave my taste buds distracted me from hearing my messenger go off. Quickly, I swallowed my food and commanded my computer to answer, being that I sat in the chair closest to my desk. I knew it was Sarah, so I quickly grabbed a couple of slices of pizza, placed them on some napkins that I had sat next to the box, and walked over to sit down at my computer.
Hey, did you eat dinner?
Maybe. I was literally stuffing my face a couple of seconds ago.
That's good, I guess. How's writing?
It's been rocky, it's been pretty good. I might as well be the king of writing. I don't know what to pick. Let's go with this one. I was beyond confident in my skills. The story I had woven was the best I could write, and no one could say otherwise. If there were any mistakes, which I doubted, then Josh would fix them for me as my editor. That's what editors are for, right? But hey, I need to talk to you about something. Josh invited me to a Raiders Gala.
He did? What did you tell him?
I told him no. I said I'd think about it. I had to admit, I was curious about going. However, I wanted to hear what Sarah had to say first. What do you think?
Me? Why do you want my opinion?
Because I want to know what you think. Just tell me what you think. Well, that's a little forceful. I valued her opinion and wanted to know what she thought of the situation, especially since she truly knew my predicament.
Well, I think
You're mean! What?
I think you should, but I don't know. Will it just be him and you?
Well, if I went, I would want you to go with me. Besides, I can't bring Russell with me, and I need a guide. He's bringing Tyler, so he can't help me. I've wanted to go out with you for a while now. Come on, game. I don't know. This one?
Okay.
She doesn't sound too excited about it. What? It was the truth. I couldn't bring a dog to a gala, even if it was legal. Russell was still a dog.
Well, I guess I could go with you and help you around as your date.
Still don't sound too excited. So, does that mean you're going?
I guess so. Oh, damn, what am I going to wear?
What about me? I'm afraid I'll put on the wrong blazer with the wrong pair of pants. I tried to joke around, but Sarah didn't really find my blind jokes amusing. There was rare times she'll stifle a laugh, but I eventually wanted her to relax about the ordeal. I was blind, but I was still the man she had been dating for years. Nothing had changed that. I heard her let out a sigh, one obviously in mild annoyance, before speaking again.
Are you sure you're up for it? It'll be the first time you've really been out in a long time.
I'm sure. I can't stay cooped up in here forever. I was right. I couldn't recluse myself forever. I had to really get out of the house, and the gala was the perfect way to do so. I was set. With Sarah by my side, I would surely have a good time. The week ran by extremely fast. She rearranged her entire schedule to make sure she could find a nice dress and help me with my outfit. I needed a new suit, so I went out and got one. According to both Sarah and my dog, giving his approval in the form of a bark I recognized, I looked damn good in my new suit. I I began to memorize the fabric feel of my new blazer and slacks. I had to remember to match them instead of pairing the items with other articles of clothing. As a safety precaution, Sarah set it right behind my bedroom door, separate from my other outfits, so I can find it and not get confused. She was always a step ahead of me. Finally, the night of the gala had arrived. I had dressed up and made sure that I was entirely fit to go out. A friendly neighbor took in Russell for the night, letting me know that they were happy to see me finally go out. I let a smile grow on my lips at the statement. That was a good idea. This was a good idea. This was a very good idea. And that knock was loud. A knock rapid on my door, ushering me to rush to the front to let my visitor. I knew who it was, so I wanted to be quick, grabbing my keys and wallet at the same time. I wrapped my hand around the doorknob and turned, opening it and taking in the sudden scent of delicate perfume. I couldn't help but let out a pleased sigh at the scent. It was my favorite smell, and I knew exactly who was wearing it. You smell terrific. Sarah let out a giggle and lightly slapped me on the shoulder.
Thank you. You look absolutely handsome.
I felt her body lean against mine, the fabric of her dress slightly rustling against my suit. I knew she wanted a kiss, but we had to get going soon. Kiss her? We have to get going. Let's just give her a kiss. I wrapped my arms gently around her waist and kissed her, knowing her face would tilt to align my lips perfectly with hers. Just saying I love you, we didn't often kiss. We didn't kiss often. Jeez, we wanted each kiss to be special, to carry our love perfectly. As I pulled away, I could hear a happy sigh escape her lips. I smiled. As weird as the statement is, her lips tasted divine. Come on. I gently pulled her hand up and wrapped it under my arm, naturally wanting to be the guide. How ironic was the sight. A blind man leading his date. She giggled as she held to me, knowing that she'd be the one truly leading the march. As soon as I closed the door, off we went. Something in my head warned me, however, that tonight was important. It was like a premonition or a sign that the gala had a lot more in store than just drinking and socializing. This night was going to be a life changer. We exited the apartment building with Sarah guiding me to her car. She led me to the passenger side door and let go of my arm to open it for me. I felt a little irk that she was getting the door for me. I couldn't see the door, but I knew how to open it. I can get it myself. Don't think on it. Oh boy. Well, this one's kind of rude in my opinion, so I could hear Sarah click. I could hear the click of Sarah's heels as she stopped moving.
Huh? But I
can get the door. It's not hard to do. I didn't want to offend her, but I didn't want to be babied and put into a car like a lost child. I was a grown man, and I can handle opening a car door. Of course, karma doesn't like those who with pride. I found the door handle and pulled, opening it wide so I can step into the vehicle. My head, however, gave My head, however, gave the top of the car a little knock. Shit.
Are you okay?
No, I'm okay, but I think the car isn't. Yeah, I'm fine. I just hit my head. No big deal. That doesn't sound too... I said I was okay, Sarah. Great. Karma wanted me to keep being babied. Nice. Well, you know what they say. Karma's a... I ducked my head and sat down in the passenger seat, rubbing the slowly forming bruise on my head and closing the door. Sarah walked around the car and entered the driver's side, closing the door. We both strapped on our seatbelts and at the same time, with me fumbling over where the latch was before hearing the affirmative click on the lock. It was strange how I was able to pick out each sound Sarah made while starting the car. The sound of keys jingled in her hands, rubbing her metal surfaces against her hand. One steel key ran its teeth along the top of the ignition before Sarah turned it and awoke the engine. Alright, I think we'll keep going a little bit longer and we'll call it an episode. As the car began to roll out of the parking lot where we previously were, the air conditioning slowly began to rush air through the car, keeping Sarah and me at a perfect temperature. I could tell that Sarah was focused on driving. She had already mapped out the directions to the Gala before she even came to my door. So she was following her mental roadmap to the location in question. I played this game 3 times, and every time I try to read this dialogue, I always stumble for some reason. However, the silence that lingered between us ran uncomfortable waves along my nerves. We were going out on a date, for God's sake. We needed to strike up a conversation on the way there. So, what's on your mind? Are you excited for the Gala? 3 dots. Obviously something's on her mind, so. Sarah chuckled. Did I say something funny?
I'm thinking about how to get to the Gala. I didn't exactly program it into my GPS.
Oh, how dare you. You didn't? Why?
I have a good memory, but I still need to focus on remembering all of the directions so we don't get lost.
Still, you should use your GPS. Alright, I trust you. I mean, you should use your GPS anyways, even if you just in case you don't get lost. Just in case you get lost.
I'll be fine. I'll get us there.
Alright, if you say so. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Alright, geez, attitude much. I don't know.
Quit worrying about it. We'll be fine.
Yeah, something's up. And the conversation ended. I knew that if I pestered her more about it, she'd get angry, and that was the last thing I'd want right now. On we drive towards the Gala. Sarah knew how long it would take to get there. I got to play the guessing game of how much longer I had to sit in the car. Some small part of me rather enjoyed the idea of not knowing how long it took to get to the Gala. I couldn't explain it, but something about being ignorant about the time and distance made the trip interesting. We'll read once more and then we'll call it an episode. Maybe it was because I got to spend time with Sarah. Maybe it was because I was finally getting out of the house. I knew the answer deep down. And with that being read, I think this is where we're going to conclude this episode of Blind Love. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time.